Oh, this is one of my favourite musicals. It really is. Oh, she's going to be good. Because she's got the funnies. Something has changed within me. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, Jeff Goldblum's in it.
The wizard should be afraid of me.
Yes, f***ing oath he should. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Okay, I ran out of breath. Welcome. I've just given myself goosebumps. Not because I'm a brilliant singer, but because I'm singing a brilliant song. Wicked, the movie, is finally coming. And Wicked, the musical, I think is one of the best of our time. The Wizard of Oz, just such a beloved movie and a really dark story if you read the original. This is actually quite a dark story, so it's gone more with the original Wizard of Oz. And just like, I guess, Dorothy found herself, and I think ever since Maleficent, we've had this little bit of a kickback with women being portrayed as the villains and being really quite misunderstood. So this was written, I guess, with that in mind. I remember seeing this musical, and I don't know if I've ever told this story, but when I saw it, I was a nanny, so I took my two twin girls with me, and they were only like 5, but we were obsessed with the soundtrack. And so we used to listen to it constantly. And when we went to see it, I wasn't sure if they'd sit through it but they were riveted. And like we're all 3 of us were crying by the end. And I just remember the hair standing up, the amount of inspiration I got, like the power I felt of watching this story. But not just that, I went out that night and I went out and I sat in a bar and I told a group of people the entire plot, and it went for about an hour. So a 2.5, 3 hour play musical got condensed down to only an hour, but sitting in a bar, we're drinking white wine and everyone was riveted because I'm like, Wizard of Oz, okay, but did you know that there was something else going on at the same time? And that's when I kind of went to that. I said, I'm going to get to that part where, because Dorothy's in it. The Scarecrow's in it. The Lion's in it. The Tin Man's in it. I ruined it for these people, but I didn't care because I was white girl wasted. And they were so with me on the telling of it. They were like, this is a really brilliant story. And I'm like, it's so clever. It is just so clever. And I went and saw it again because I just did a story for postcards for it. And that was given to me and I could not have been happier. The first thing I said was, can I please get tickets to go and see it? Even though I'd seen it. I was like, I'm going to really need to see it because I haven't seen it, but I had seen it. And it happened all over again. I was just, I forgot that. I forgot. Anyway, the movie Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are playing the lead roles. Jeff Goldblum is playing the wizard. Brilliant choice, whoever chose that. This is why the Oscars are going to have a casting category now, best casting. This is the reason why they needed that kind of a category, because Jeff Goldblum playing the wizard, what? Michelle Yeoh is also in it, and she is playing Madame Morrible, and the main characters are all pretty new to this particular story. It is about friendship. It is about women's empowerment, but also, and I'm not giving anything away, it is about cancellation, and it is so relevant to today. Trans kids, people of colour, women, minorities, having them pushed out of their land, people being taken over, rules being put in place, caging animals, making them the villain. It touches on all of it. There's subplots going on in this movie that you will all watch this with your kids, because, you know, a lot of people live rurally, regionally, and they don't get to their capital cities to see these musicals. So it's so wonderful that they make these movies that everyone can watch. And I've just watched the trailer, and because we've just watched the musical, and the movie is exactly it. And, you know, sometimes they really get it wrong. And this one is exactly how it should be, and it's exactly how it should look. Oh, they've just gone, we've got a winning formula. Let's just stick with that. Why don't we just stick with that? So I can't wait. And we will be discussing it again. So go and watch the trailer. Get yourselves excited. Rach, why aren't you talking? What cat's got your tongue? Or is it because you're not on air and I am? Okay, but that's a pretty good segue for myself to lead into another useful fact. Do you know where the term cat got your tongue comes from? Has a cat actually got someone's tongue? Cat got your tongue? Well, sorry, I thought a burp was coming in. And it is coming, but it's deep down in the bowels of my guts. There it is. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Look, cat's got your tongue means when someone is at a loss for words. The origin is the English Navy used to use a whip called the cat o' nine tails. Oh, the cat o' nine tails. Not a good one. It was for flogging, and it was painful, and it had 9 whips on it. The pain was so severe that it caused the victim to stay quiet for a long time. Another possible source could be from ancient Egypt, where liars and blasphemers' tongues were cut out and fed to the cats. What a treat for the cats. I reckon it could be either or both. Like cat o' nine tails. I mean, to flog a human is... Anyway, let's go with that one. Because to have your tongue cut out and fed to a cat. Because cats in ancient Egypt were everything. They were gods. Sphinx. That's where the Sphinx comes from. Is the Sphinx still around? I think it is. All cats are beautiful, but the Sphinx is special because of that. So cat got your tongue? Why are you still not saying anything? I don't know. Have you ever eaten tongue? Anyone at home listening? Have you ever eaten tongue? Well, I thought I'd try it one day. And, of course, I tried it at a deli with a boyfriend and I nearly vomited. And I can eat anything because I come from a European background where we used to eat raw fish and, chicken necks and, feet and all sorts of like you do when you come from poor Slavic countries. You eat the entire animal and you learn how to make it taste good though. Lamb's brains, all of the things, right? Cow tongue is exactly how you think it's going to be. On your tongue, like feel your tongue right now. You've got the little, what is that? What is the top of your tongue on there? The taste buds. Yeah, you can feel those in your mouth when you're eating a cow tongue. So it didn't go well. And anyway, here's Wonderwall. In all the roads we have to walk are winding. In all the lights that light the way are blinding. Today is going to be the day.